Hello everyone, it's Yaqi from Dapper Shaves. I just got out the shower. You might hear it there in the back end. And shortly I just might open, or I might do it now, the door, otherwise everything's going to steam up. Today's shave is a continuation of Ruby Forest, because that's what I've got here. That's my soap I'm targeting. There was a request for a shave with the H diamond, so I'm going to be using that. I'm going to use a pre-shave. I'll talk about this briefly. I'm going to use the hydrating gel from Grooming department, and then after that, maybe an hour, I'm going to put on a bit of cream or the probiotic day cream, and I'll get to that shortly. Oh, maybe let me get to that now while I start. First of all, is my brush is soaking like this in a sink of water, submerged like a fish. It's marine epoxy, it's sealed. The most fragile thing in a brush is the hairs. Look after the hairs, then you haven't got a problem. I know guys only submerge them 2/3. Badger hairs does not absorb water, so it's not going to get wet there, and you're gonna go have a weak point because the bristles not supple and wet and lubricated. How I do it, I might be wrong. Okay, so today's Saturday, the 18th, and yesterday, late afternoon after my daughter's riding lesson, she decided to have a sleepover with a friend who's got a party today, so our plans changed dramatically. And also the missus had a couple of clients in this morning, so I was fundamentally with some free time on my hands. So I've made, this will be my third video. I've made one about scaling razors. There was a request about that. And yesterday I had a discussion with Rivan around stones and maintaining stuff. So I've got a video out about stones. I'm still pondering if I'm going to release that, because it's a very wide and broad topic, and I don't know if I've covered everything, so I'm still out on that. In any case, those videos will be coming out over the next couple of weeks, and this video most likely only in a couple of days. So I had free time, I made some videos. So I was sitting outside on the patio since early this morning, trying to figure out what I want to do and what message I want to get through. And I didn't even wash my face this morning, even though I preach it. You know, I was up there taking the free time to see how much work I can get done for shaving. So my skin took a bit of a knock. It's also cold and windy and it's dry, and I didn't put on cream, so my skin's not in a great condition. And partly why I am using the pre-shave, just to make things as easy as possible. And also because I have it and I need to use it, so that's that. It's a very good pre-shave. I've only used a bit of this. I've done a video of it. If you like shaving clear, where you can do detailing or see where you want to go, it's a very good option. In fact, I did a shave that way. I can't remember if it's on YouTube. If it is, I'll point you there. So just doing as much as I can to make life as easy as possible for me. So 2 days ago, which was the 16th, I did the ankle shave. And then yesterday I did a 1-pass shave because there wasn't a lot left to cover. And that's why I've got a bit of a 6 o'clock shadow today, if you can call it that. Nice, man. So I'm going to do 2 passes. I'm going to do a true with the grain pass as far as possible, and I'll explain why the angle is with the grain, like I did on my ankle shave. And then I think by now you guys would have realized if you asked for something and it's within my means to do it, that the videos will come out. So ask your questions, requests. If I can do them, I'll do them. One other thing is, I think I'm going to do record a shave with each of my razors and do a bit of history on them. So there's a record of that as well, and I talk about the razor history. I did not plan for that with this razor, so I don't think I'm going to do a lot. So this is the 4th razor shave with this brush. 3rd. A couple of face washes. Really liking it. I've got some nice soap here. I can do it a whole lot better, but really this is nice, thin, hydrated enough. I'm most likely only going to want to do 1 pass and a touch up, or a full 2 pass. We'll see. I just want to see how my skin behaves. It should be good. That fever blister marks are still not gone, so that's still a sensitive area. So here we go. So I said the hairs are growing this way, so these straight down, those that way, so let's do that. So just opening myself a spot so I can get fingers in. Nice gentle pressure. The other thing is, when I did the ankle shave, I cannot remember when was the last time I did a with a grain pass like this, and I realized how difficult it is to actually line up your razor. And I remember when I started that was challenging. So maybe doing it sideways like this, you can also do. It's very easy, and until you can see your sidey, and then on your next pass you can go up, and then you haven't got that worry. Maybe consider and try that. So maybe on this razor, real Japanese hollow grind. This is Swedish steel, if I can recall correctly. The Japanese love Swedish steel. Why? Because it's the closest thing, if not better, that you'll get to Tama mahogany. It's a very pure steel, and that's why they like it. You'll see it very often in their products, and also some of the Sheffield steels, but particularly Swedish steel. This is a Saito-san design, so the SK3, the SK1 If you've watched my second part of the grind razor, that Murova Smiley razor, that SK1, same gentleman that did this, he was a very famous fashion person in Japan. Particularly hairdressing. So the whole barber thing, scissors, razors, and so forth. Excellent razors if you can find one. So in the neck, I'm just going to go north to south. It's actually not really north to south, it's more at a 45 angle going backwards. You can play around with that. Hairs in the neck grow in very different directions. You must just go and find a technique, a comfortable one that works for you. Skin stretching in the neck is incredibly important to get smooth. And also not overstretch. You know, you have to play around. Everybody is different. Let me clean up this. Right. I'm switching hands. Some people don't realize that always. If you can learn to shave that way, do so. And I'm going wrong here again, but that bit was right. So left hand side of my face is significantly easier than my right hand. Less hairs, I don't know. It's always the easy side to do. So you would have seen I had really no skin stretching there, and this is smooth. Yeah, I can still feel a couple of hairs, but we'll go and fix that on a cleanup. I like cleaning underneath the nose so you can really see clearly where you're going. And once again, north to south underneath the nose is a difficult one. So sideways. You see me do this a lot of the times, or most of the times, very easy, and then also going against the grain. Let's finish this. Small overlapping strokes, making sure you eat everything. It's like when you're harvesting corn. And there I've got to nick myself. And that is, I've got a little raised skin area there, which is also darker. I won't call it a mole, but something like that. And I was a bit distracted, so I just hit that, and that will bleed a bit. You see that brown mole, and then it starts bleeding. So I must stop stretching it because it will keep bleeding. So let's just get that to quickly stop. I don't think that will stop quickly with just a loom. But we will continue. don't look at these things while you shave. If it distracts you, stop and get the bleeding to stop, because it's natural, at least for me, that the eyes want to go there. And while you're shaving, you're just going to cause a lot of problems. I've got one of these loom sticks. They're slightly more potent. I just want to see if I can quickly get one too. I'm not gonna fuss, really. So otherwise, I haven't really got anything significantly to add. In any case, talking and shaving, I took that thing's head off nicely. Actually, just above it. Not a train smash. Against the grain in the tough areas, I can feel these hairs. Here I missed a bit going across, so I'll catch that now. As I said, this side's generally very, very easy. A little bit here in the neck. Against the grain here, and here's my very tough, difficult areas. So I'll concentrate a bit more. I've still got a lot in the brush, or some in the brush. I'm just taking the extra off my hands, and we'll use that as a post shave. So that first pass was all with a grain. So now it's up to you. You know, you want to go against the grain, you want to go across the grain. What works for you? What is the best angles? So let us do across the grain, the one I'm coming from the ear back to my jaw, and I'm going to start on my right hand side because I'm struggling with the current technique. Yesterday on the ankle shave on my left hand side, you would see I use my right hand. And then when I come to my right cheek, I also use my right hand, and that's awkward. So I want to just fix that. It's and see if it makes a difference, and it immediately feels like it does. And so there's a valuable lesson. Your brain and hands not normally, Nikki, ek maak 'n video. Daughter had just returned, this is now before the party. They quickly had hockey exercise. We've got a court in these days, so this felt a whole lot better. You'll see the scales is not, it's pointing in the direction I'm shaving, so it's out the way. Really nothing left. For this, I just want to modify my grip to something that's a bit more comfortable when I get to my chin, which is now the reverse. But I mean, it's just strange how small little things like grip here can make a difference in comfort. In my neck, across the grain, very difficult, so I'm going to try and do a 45 up against the grain like I normally do. Very, very slippery, can't get grip there. So just stretch for the alum. And there we go, against the grain, the one side. I'm not sure if you guys, I'm not checking the camera angle a lot. Hopefully everything's at least half in frame. Right, so we're going to do the same this side, except I'm just going to start on the neck, because with my right hand in the neck, there's generally very little work this side. Right. And now we're going to go across the grain again. Against, not across. And now I just need to be ultra careful, so I'm going to take all the soap away. It's nice and slick. And then work around that area. I think I just nicked it again. Hopefully not too bad. And there we go, guys. That was a 2-power shave. What I'm going to do is, first of all, very hot water, rinse my blade. You guys know this routine. So my skin's actually not too bad. That didn't go too bad. I was expecting maybe a bit more irritation, but we'll feel when I put some cream or the hydration gel on. Normally it will give you a little bit of a sting as an indication, a little warning. Okay, and then I strap on a microfiber cloth. This is not one. This is a very nice wool cloth, exactly the same, but to make sure you get everything off there. And then I'll put it to the side and go and strap when I'm done here. Alright, just carefully remove that out the way. So the water is evaporated. Remember, there was soap. I did nothing now. If you feel your skin here now, it must be baby soft and almost like a powdery feel. That is a good quality soap. Okay, and the bleeding's also stopped. Right, so I haven't even done a post shave. So I'm going to quickly add a little bit just on top of that. And then rinse out the brush. Getting all the soap out the brush, especially out the core, is incredibly important. You don't do that, it becomes soft, it becomes powdery, it becomes like abrasive, and it forms a weak point on the bristle. And then when you use it, they break and they shed. Okay, so if you keep your brush maintenance up quite good, you should not have shedding. Brushes do lose hairs over time. When I talk about shedding, I'm talking about 5 hairs at a time, 10 hairs at a time. I've heard and seen some other horror stories. In any case, cold water. Okay, let that sit there for a moment, clean my hands. This stuff, give it a quick shake, maybe before we cold water. I just wet my chest and my arms. Alum, I said I don't use deodorant, so alum crystal is a very good antibacterial properties. Excellent for sweat. My whole family use it. Then I just want to rinse my hands so that there's no alum on there. My face is still wet. 3 squirts. Gently massaging this into the skin. This you've got to work a bit. You'll feel the more you work it. It's like it changes its structure lightly. Put the rest on the rest of this pretty face. Very happy with the shave, no irritation. I was expecting some irritation here because I've got a tendency of rubbing my face, especially when I'm pondering and thinking and so forth. My soap's already clean. There we go, on the shelf. Gonna eat that tomorrow. My Proraso for my body wash in the shower is nearly finished. I'll post that shortly, and the soap I'm using to do my face wash is also nearly finished. What are you tracking and finishing? Keep well. By the way, grooming department, this is also very, very nice. A little bit of a treat if you want to do something properly. But if you've got a proper soap, you really don't need this. But for me, like today, my skin's in a difficult spot. You might be the same. use some of the tools of a trade to make it easier for yourself, especially if you want to go out. I mean, if I tonight wanted to go out to the theatre or something, I would want it to shave and look presentable. So use the best of your tools you've got. I won't be using this, but in about an hour's time I'm going to add a normal day cream age and repair for the old man, and then that's that. Thank you everyone. It's 31 minutes into this video. I really appreciate your time and support. And over the next couple of weeks, there's going to be videos coming out that I did this morning.